る肌は雪のよう。それこそ絶世の美貌。待ち伏せ待ってたよ。この天使、やり返しはその場主義なんだから。一つ占ってやったよ。はあ、それは不運で。健康無極、我が陣痛を示せ。我が音敵をこの直令にてホームラン。リケ、燃え盛れ。今度泥棒するときは機運を占ってからにしてよね。
Hey guys, welcome to Snowbreak Containment Zone, and this is your complete guide for Bubu. In case you want to build her, these are all the things that you need to know. So we're starting off, guys, with her skills. First up is going to be her standard skill, Triad of Fate. This is just mainly used for S energy regeneration or charging. So continuous release control. Hold to enter cultivation state. Restores 2 S energy every 0.1 seconds. When S energy is full, the state automatically ends. Triad of Fate cooldown starts when cultivation state ends. Take note that this skill has a passive. Bubu is unable to automatically recover S energy. So in any case, and if you have other means of gaining S energy, this won't work with Bubu. She only regenerates or gains her S energy when you hold your standard skill button down. When Bubu enters the stage, automatically enters Evil Ward state. Each shot consumes 1 S energy to increase thermal damage of the shot. So without the ultimate, if you're just gonna be using the S energy, it's gonna be charged with thermal damage. When Bubu is in Evil Ward state, shots on target or other objects consume additional S energy to ricochet to nearby targets, which happens to be good for mobs. Doesn't count as a hit. The final damage dealt and S energy consumed decreases by 25% for each successive ricochet, up to 2 ricochets to a minimum of 50. Thermal damage booster for shots in Evil Ward state is 47.5%. Okay, so this is mainly going to be your energy charger, and this is mainly going to charge your bullets with thermal damage. So that is her standard skill. Very, very simple. No really complications in how to understand this. Next up is going to be her support skill. So this is for damage. Cooldown is 20 seconds. Energy cost is 20. Bubu creates a 5-ray formation at the target's location for 5 seconds. When the deployed operative shoots the 5-ray flame inside the formation, Bubu deals thermal damage to all targets with him. The effect is triggered every 1 second. So this one scales on her attack. Take note of that. But I doubt that you'll be using Bubu as a support, probably in some of the teams that you would like to bring. So for the neural skill, deals thermal damage equal to 20% of Bubu's attack every 0.5 seconds with target inside the ray formation. And that is your support skill. Next up is going to be the ultimate skill. So this is also an enhancement of your ballistic damage. So take note, the spamming of the skill is use ultimate, shoot, monitor your energy. If your energy is depleted, charge the energy, then go back to your ultimate. Whichever, if you still have energy, definitely you won't use the charge, but you will have to spam this ultimate skill. So passive is when Bubu is deployed, gains 10 divine blessing every 1 second for each 4-fold arcana shot. Gains 45 divine blessing every 100 divine blessing. Will fill a 1 divine seal up to 3. So Bubu consumes 1 divine seal to replenish her magazine and gain vital essence, 100 vital essence. Take note that the ultimate skill is a nice way on her to replenish her magazine. So entering the Evil Purge state, the Evil Purge state is Bubu shots are enhanced to 8-fold Arcana shots, which have a 100% chance to deal crit and increase crit damage amplifier, including bonuses. This is nice because you don't really have to build her up with a crit rate, but with crit damage. And decreases S energy cost equal to 60% of that of normal shots after firing 2 8-fold Arcana shots or dodging in the state. Bubu quickly reloads. In Evil Purge state, Bubu cannot gain Divine Blessing. Bubu can automatically consume 4 vital essence every second, and it went out. And there again. So more or less, essence with each 8-fold Arcana shot, she can still fire an 8-fold Arcana shot when vital essence is below 15. She exits the state when she leaves the field or when vital essence reaches 0. That is why you need to keep on spamming the ultimate skill. Okay, so 8-fold Arcana shot, crit rate damage is now at 50%. Take note, guys, that the 8-fold shots that they are talking about, these are burst shots every third shot. So 1, 2, 3 burst, 1, 2, 3 burst. Okay, so when Bubu or an ally operative inflicts a target with paralyzed or stunned, Bubu gains 1 divine seal. This effect can only be triggered once per target. When equipped with a thermal weapon, Bubu gains 1 divine seal at the start of combat and 1 divine seal every 600 seconds after. Okay, so last up is going to be her Dewo's alignment. So this is after Bubu fires 2 normal shots. Her next shot will be a 4-fold Arcana shot. This is what I was talking earlier. She quickly reloads if her magazine has less than 3 bullets remaining, and immediately before performing a 4-fold Arcana shot, as well as performing it. Arcana shot quickly fires 3 bullets in rapid succession. This is again on the 3rd bullet coming out of her gun. So 1, 2, 3 burst, 1, 2, 3. On the 3rd one, it's going to be a burst. Okay. So, however, each bullet final damage decreases up to 60%, while their U energy recovery and destructible object damage decreases to 35% of the original value. Includes both 4-fold and 8-fold Arcana shots. For each alignment index, increase Bubu's attack by an additional 5%. So that is it, guys. Those are the skill rotation is basically going to be spam the ultimate skill, shoot, and monitor your S energy. While if your S energy is still good, you can go back to spamming your ultimate and shoot, then again monitor, then regain your S energy. That is just a simple skill rotation. Okay, as for her weapon, we do have Gilded Blaze here. This is the orange tier weapon that she has, but let's go back to the the purple tier weapon that you can actually farm in the shop. So this weapon here, if you take this weapon up to tier 5, this is kind of nearer to the tier 1 orange weapon that she has. So let's confirm this first and let us do train this. So if you modify this, the first value here is going to be at 18%, increased ballistic damage by 18. At tier 5, this is going to be at 30. And also the thermal damage, this also increases at 30. So that is how big the damage of this gun is. So let's compare with the Gilded Blaze weapon. Let's confirm this. Okay, so increased thermal damage by 18. Definitely this scales up to 30 as well. But when you talk about the ballistic damage, so this one is more increased, because the ballistic damage that this scales is gonna be higher. So 12, this one depends on the stacks. So I think this one scales up to, I think 80, if I'm not mistaken, 80% ballistic damage depending on what stack. So this is going to be a maximum of 3 stacks. So at 12, you have 12, 24, 36, and up to this one to 36. up to 36. So this one scales. On the third one, it scales higher. Okay? So I forgot what the multiplier is. The max multiplier is for the 36. But definitely this is going to be higher in terms of ballistic damage buff versus your purple tier weapon. So again, the tier 1 is kind of at par with the tier 5 weapon of like Plum Blossom. Again, it's really up to you on which are you going to be getting. This one is really good, especially for free to play. I would recommend that you get this, and again, farm the copies of Bubu. Okay, so we are here with her logistics. So we do have Halo here as her logistics. So at 2 officers, you get increased attack by 24%. At 3 officers, if equipped by Bubu, the Geomancer increase Arcana shot damage by 32%. When Bubu is in Evil Ward state, increase attack by an additional 30%. So this is more of a buff for her attack stat. And also, guys, if you want to construct her in terms of her talents here, I would highly recommend that you put crit damage multipliers. So crit damage amplifiers here, 1, 2, 3. The second stat definitely would either be attack stat or alignment index, because her alignment index also increases her attack. So either of the two, crit damage should be a staple. Second stat gonna be attack or alignment index, and the third one clearly should be of thermal damage. So for her manifestation, I would highly recommend, we'll go through the motions here. So M1 or manifestation 1, increased crit damage amplifier of Bubu shots by 20%. Increased crit damage amplification of Arcana shots by an additional 20%. This is actually ridiculous with a lot of crit damage buffs. That is, that is excluding her logistics and other sources of crit damage. M2 is going to be when Bubu is in Evil Ward state, increases final damage of Arcana shots by 12%. When Bubu is in Evil Purge state, increase anti-interruptibility as well. And on M3, this is Master Key. When equipped with a thermal weapon, shots ignores an additional 20% of target's defense. Again, very ridiculous. She's going to be heavy on damage, and of the 3, 1, 2, 3, I would suggest that you take her up to M3 at least, where she will be a monster in terms of damage. If you move further, M4, Try to Fate skill level 1, increases thermal damage boost for shots of evil state by 57.5%. And the next one, if Arcana shots deals, it's going to be 9 flying stars. Deals crit, increase attack by 20% for 10 seconds. Again, your 4 and 5 are going to be for those who will be having her as a main operative for ballistic damage. 4 and 5 are good, especially for 5. Again, if you're building her on a budget and if you want to farm her, if you're free to play, go with a max of M3. It's gonna be easy to farm. I don't think you'll have a problem. But again, if you are pursuing her as your main ballistic damage dealer, definitely go to M5. So last up, guys, is going to be her Neuronics. So if you're building her as your primary damage dealer for ballistic, definitely, guys, go first with her ultimate skill, because the ultimate skill is going to be the catalyst in her skill rotation. So leveling this up, so the first one is when Bubu or an ally operative inflicts a target with paralyzed or stun, Bubu gains 1 Divine Seal. This effect can only be triggered once per turn. The other one is when equipped with a thermal weapon, Bubu gains 1 Divine Seal at combat start and 1 Divine Seal every 600 seconds after. Next is going to be, next priority or second up is going to be for her standard skill. Decreases Try to Fate cooldown to 1, and the next one is in Evil Ward state, increase the number of bounces for each bullet to 3, which is going to help her in cleaning out mobs. The middle part, which is the support part, is really up to you if you want to use her as a support or if you want to finish up her Neuronics. This one is going to be for support, so deals thermal damage equal to 20% of Bubu's attack every 0.5 seconds to targets inside the 5-ray formation. And the next one is going to be increasing duration of 5-ray formation to 10 seconds. Again, the order of priority is going to be ultimate skill, standard skill, and last one is going to be your support skill. Okay guys, so we will be testing out her skill rotation, just for those who don't understand it yet. So but for this run, I won't collect buffs. I will just go and shoot and use the current buffs that I have, so that you can see the the actual damage really of how her skill is going to be dealing damage. So first and foremost, the ultimate is going to be having its animation on the first run, but definitely after that you can spam the ultimate without that animation. So again, spam the ultimate. You still have energy. As you can see there are ricochets. So as you see your energy going down, energy first, then ultimate, then spam again. You don't really need to have your gun on on auto, especially if you would like to be more efficient in terms of your shooting. So as you are resting between stages, you can just recharge your energy so that you can have a longer run. So one bullet deals a lot of damage and ricochet. So recharge. There you go. You don't really need to use your an automatic what do you call this, way of shooting, because you can just shoot once, see if there are still a lot, shoot once again, then shoot. Oh, okay. Sorry, I forgot to recharge my energy. So ultimate. Sometimes when you're too busy looking at the operative, you sometimes miss the S energy. So make sure that you are aware of what are you doing, because you might not have enough S energy as a result of you not looking at the S energy bar. Okay, charging again. So just shoot once and see how it ricochets. It's nice because they found a way on how to make use of the ricochet mechanic, and this one is really nice. And also the auto reload. You don't really need to reload much for her. The skill rotation does it for you. Shooting once, shooting once, so it ricochets to nearby. Let's see. Because if you do the shooting, the single bullet shot, you could more or less better what do you call this? Better manage your S energy as well. Okay, so ultimate going up. Take note that she is a bit squishy, so you have to bring a healer for her team comp. So a healer is really a must for her. Preferably you can bring, or you bring the cub Icho, so that she can just relax and just shoot. So spam, with one target or a boss, you can really do the auto shots, because you won't be bothered much by the ricochet, or you won't need your bullets to ricochet as much. So a healer would be advisable, and we'll talk about more on team comps right after this. Now for her team comps, there would be, some that I would recommend. First off would be Akasha. So Akasha is going to be, again, a recommended one for her, since she can really, pull enemies together, and, Ricochet could also benefit from that skill, as well as lower the resistance of, of which element she is going to be bringing. So next is going to be Shadow Kamauxer, because again, you could shoot Cabichet and deal increased damage, especially if it goes with a boss. Definitely go with Shadow Ka. As for healing, again, there are a lot of options. You could go with Yao, you could go with Shenxing, the Observer, but definitely your top option is going to be Ichil, because you're not going to be worrying much about healing, but just shooting. So that is it. Just want to, give you guys my thoughts on Fenny Starshine. Although Bubu is of ballistic damage, Fenny Starshine starts out good, but definitely she runs out of energy at some point. She cannot keep up with the, in buffing Bubu. So I would not really recommend Fenny Starshine, because again, she quickly runs out of energy. She can't keep up, because again, for Bubu, she only has a few in her magazine, and for you to maximize really the skills of Fenny Starshine, your magazine has to be big as well. So those are the team comps, and for Bubu herself, I think she is a very good operative, especially for those who don't have life infinite sight. Definitely Bubu is going to be an alternative for you guys, and also she is very, very nice for free to play. That I really appreciate. So again, I'm looking forward to the next operative for our anniversary 1.5, but before that, please do look out for my tier list. Will be out in a couple of days. So again, guys, what are your thoughts? Comment down in the comment section what you think. Thank you very much for staying this far. Take care, stay safe. This is the Warden, and I'm out of here.